Our video for today will be a comparison between 3 times Mr. Olympia Frank Zane and Bob Paris, who arguably had one of the greatest aesthetic physiques of all time. The physiques of these two bodybuilders are pleasant to watch. The proportions they have are the pinnacle and the dream that any bodybuilder would like to obtain, of course except for those who seek size and mass over anything else. The width they have in their chest and shoulders form an impressive V-taper, along with powerful arms and separated quads. Both can hit the vacuum pose, which has become almost impossible to hit among current bodybuilders. Everything is in its proper place. The separation between the biceps and the triceps, the lat sweep which perfectly connects with the ripped abs, and the huge and conditioned quads. There is no place for coincidence. This is science, hard work, and genetics, but above all, the desire to obtain the greatest aesthetic physique. Although ripped, they can still present massive lats. In today's standards, these are amateur lats, but call it what you want. I would love to have these lats anytime, any day. Bob Paris' chest is rounded and complete and flows perfectly with his ripped shoulders and arms. Although Frank was not as big as Bob was, he still shows great conditioning with his ripped chest. The side chest pose would still hold its own until today. Although both hit the pose differently, they still show great size and conditioning. Notice how Frank hits the pose in a way to show his powerful triceps. The midsection was always tight. Nobody back then knew what the distended stomach was. The back shots show the incredible level of conditioning they both had in their prime, especially Frank Zane, whose back in this shot looks insane. He is ripped everywhere in the arms, shoulders, traps, lats, and lower back, which forms a Christmas tree. Granted, Bob arguably never reached his best conditioning, but he perfectly combined mass and conditioning, which resulted in having one of the greatest aesthetic physiques ever. These are the physiques that I personally would love to see prevailing again instead of nowadays monsters. These are the physiques that anyone would love to have. Frank obviously was more ripped and conditioned, but Bob was bigger and had more mass. If you were to choose, which physique would you like to have? Either way, you will be a winner. That was all for this video. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.